Hello, good evening. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Say something if you are here. Type something if you are here. Not say something. Type something if you are here so that I know you are here watching me. Hello, hello. Come in, settle down. What's happening on the news recently? Anything interesting you want to share with me? Today, I also I got prepared one thing to talk about only lah. Yeah, so see what you all want me to talk about. Wait, I share it on my Facebook already. Okay, let me open up so that I can see your comments. Yeah, the chart very small. The one that I want to prepare. Okay, I zoom out a bit first. Okay, can. Hello, 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 everybody. Nobody inside yet. Everyone busy. Late night. Okay lah, my choice to do this late night show after I do it, I like to do it 10 p.m. I always like to explain to people. I explain to people a few times already, but people who don't know why I do 10 p.m. right? Parents after they put their kids to sleep and all that, right? Then they got free time, right? So I will choose to do it on the evening timing. Evening timing easier lah, right? Also I also got a kid, then easier for me to jaga also, right? I think parents you know lah. Once you are parents, you know, wow, difficult with kids around. Yeah, I think you know lah. So 10 p.m. is I try to do the daily show, so-called daily show lah. Ask anything with John. Okay, 10 p.m. every day. So you come online, chit chat with me. Keep it friendly, keep it chill. Nothing serious. I want to show as little information as possible lah. That's my style. You just want to take a few, one or two topic, talk about it. That's about it. So just a quick one for today. Today the backdrop wow. People who watching the Netflix show, right? Selling Sunset. Yeah, Selling Sunset, right? This is one of the 60 million house. Wow. By the way, if you got watch Selling Sunset, type in the comment. Yeah, I got watch. Wow, very drama the show. The show really very drama. But inside got also a few things talking about the buying and sell house process. Quite interesting. So quite a good watch if you are interested in how property agent works, but not so real depiction of what's happening in the local scene, I would say. So property agents, I always share with people property agent job not so easy. It seems like easy. Seems like wow, property agent make a lot of money. But it's not true. A lot of property agent also they don't make money one. They don't tell people suffering. Yeah, so this backdrop today, right, is the Selling Sunset one. Wow, nice. I think this is one of the nicest house I've seen so far. Yeah, one fine day if I manage to make it, I live in such a house. I think can host up to 100 people to come over my house. I try to Google the Selling Sunset house. I think this one, wow, this one is amazing, man. This one really very nice. Who sold the? Hey, how come got cookie? Okay, say. Okay. I share screen with you all to share to let you see. Yeah, so many ads. Mm. Mm. This is the one. This is the one talking about. Wow. Oh, 40 million house. In the first episode, fans get a glimpse of inside the jaw-dropping house, which worth more than 40 million, which includes 20 square feet of space. 5 bedroom, 9 bathroom, one garage. Not it can fit not just one but 15 cars, 4 hot tubs, one infinity pool, one huge rooftop deck. This one I think not a house, mini apartment really. Yeah. Okay. You see, wow, this is the house, oh, the backdrop today I'm showing you. Oh. Yeah, this is the one. Oh, still can put fireplace beside the pool. Oh. Very cool, right? Ah, still to come. I just closed on the $44 million house. Wow. This is the stunning house that I'm talking about lah. Today's I just want to today's backdrop. If you all don't know what this house is about, if you go watch the show on Netflix one, Selling Sunset, this is the house. Okay. All right. So quickly, come on to the topic today. I saw this news article right on 99.co, and I always keep promoting 99.co because of the article team lah. They've been churning out very good articles for people to read nowadays, and I would say that this one is very interesting to look at. Okay, so the 99.co team right also published a 99.co housing manifesto for HDB flat. Okay, so this is something that is very interesting that they have highlighted. There's a problem, right? First thing first, right? They are saying that the ethnic integration policy, right, is getting some problem for people who are the minority race. But I think this is quite a common sense thing lah, because you see today in open developer when the HDB want to sell the units to people, right, they they have adhered to the Chinese, Malay, Indian, and others the ruling ma. The intention is good because in the past there's a racial they want to blend people all together lah, of all races together, right? So they force people to stay near each other. So they have a percentage, Chinese maybe 70%, Malay maybe 20%. I don't know the exact percentage, but the intention is good, is to force people of different races to come together to stay near each other so that we get to know each other and we can blend in faster. So the intention is good. But now moving forward, right, in year 2020, today, if you take a look at it, right, does this any quota ratio still really relevant? I would say it's still yes, because if you do realize, right, when you have neighbors that stay close with you, right, then you get to know their characteristic, their behavior, then you will be more open up to them. Like for example, Malay house, sometimes you do have Malay neighbors come to your house to give you goodies during their Hari Raya. Likewise, Chinese during Chinese New Year, sometimes we exchange goodies during our Chinese New Year. Hello, my wife, top fan. Yeah, so this ethnic quota ratio, this ethnic quota thing, right, it does help, but it has a negative implication, which is that in today's market, right, for example, today, if you go to some certain estates, for example, Clementi, for example, you will have this problem. If, for example, you are an Indian owner, for example, just for example, Indian owner selling your house in Clementi, first thing first, right, you will realize that, wow, there's this ethnic quota restriction. That means to say, right, I cannot sell my house, for example, this month the Chinese filled already, the Chinese quota filled already, because too many Chinese staying in Clementi, for example. That means to say, right, immediately your buyer pool, right, down by 70%. That means you can only sell your house, right, to Malay, Indians, or others races. That's the main thing that is a problem that causes all these there's a sudden drop in this of pricing, because it's very common sense. You see, minority owners cannot sell their house to the majority race, i.e. the Chinese, are placed at a disadvantaged position. A 2012 study proved that such houses are sold on an average 3 to 4% cheaper than the average resale price. And constrained minorities owners also face an uphill task finding buyers, which is what I mean. I came across such houses before. All right, I have experienced selling such houses before. So it's very straightforward. Even if you try to appeal to HDB, right, the HDB will give a very I mean, this is based on my own experience. HDB will give back a very copy and paste standard template answer. They will say no. In short, it's no lah. Like for example, I am representing an Indian seller trying to sell a house in Clementi. Okay, I market for 2 months, cannot sell. That means I cannot find buyers to buy the house. I email to HDB. I say that, hey, can I have some flexibility? Can I get some special request to help me, to help this Indian seller to sell by opening up this house, right, to be able to sell to Chinese. HDB, right, they will reply back with a standard email, copy and paste on. Can tell is copy and paste on the template. They will say, in short, cannot sell. That means they ask you to slowly wait lah, or ask you to drop your price. So eventually these houses, right, will fail to fetch market value, and they will have to sell at below market value, right? Which is what is already currently happening in the market, right? Because we don't talk about race lah, we just talk about buyer pool. That means numbers of buyers in the market. It's very obvious that if let's say your house, right, cannot sell to Chinese, your buyer pool already down 70% already. Then how you want to market? Wow, very difficult. You can only sell to Malay or Indian and others buyer, right? Then it's very, very difficult. Right. You see? Remedy for minority sellers hit by EIP, the ethnic integration policy idea of HDB buying back flats hit has been raised before in 2018, but quickly dismissed. That means the idea has been floated before. That means they suggested before, hey, HDB, you buy back. Since I cannot sell in the open market, you buy back. But at the same year, HDB has also waved away the concern of public. Okay, so you see, this is actually a disadvantage to minority seller, right? Okay. Likewise, I think this is a problematic issue lah. No choice. I mean, some people will say this way lah. You selling difficult. Last time you buy easy what? So the pros and cons are depending on who are you, who are your. I mean, where is your current position? If let's say today you are a minority buyer into this estate, for example, Clementi, then you say, wow, good, I can buy cheaper price. So it really depends on which side of fence you're sitting at lah. So both side of coin lah. This is something that I don't think we have a very clear-cut solution for now lah, right? So 99.co proposed that one-time rebate to the CPF account and all this thing, right? I think this one will really leave it up to the policymakers how to deal with this situation, right? Now, coming to the next point of topic, right? This is something that I really feel very, very deeply about lah. This is something about the older and the newer HDB flat, right? So we all know the HDB resale index, right, is only showing a broad-based market statistics. That means to say it is, in general speaking, one. We cannot break down in terms of like newer flats and older flat. But 99.co, right, when you publish this, right, this is something that confirmed. You see, this is the price index since 1994 until now. The most recent one, we just look at the most recent one. We don't talk about so far back. So the peak happens around 2013, 2014. All right. Then after that, HDB prices start to drop already. All right. This is talking about, in general speaking, the whole of HDB resale market, the whole in the overall market, right? Okay. Accounts for variations in flat attributes such as proximity to amenities, age, and floor level. Okay. So this is the charting. They're taking base here based on Q12009. Okay, so this is the resale flat. You can see how the performance is like on the broad-based market. HDB is towards stagnant market lah. I always share with people. First thing first, I meet up with HDB homeowners, right? Immediately I will show them this chart. For the next 5 to 10 years, do you think the price will shoot up, go down, or remain the same? Right? Then I'll ask them why. Then people who say shoot up, then I ask them why shoot up. Then they will say. Then people who say will drop, then I ask them why will drop. Then I will explain. In my opinion, I would think that the HDB resale prices, right, will remain relatively stagnant. right, for the next 5 to 10 years. Why I say so is because, number one, HDB must remain, not say must, HDB, the government is always motivated to keep it affordable. Okay, what does affordable means? Affordable also means cheap lah, right? Because they want young families to be able to buy a house and do family formation, right? A lot of youngsters nowadays complain, wow, I don't have HDB, how can I produce baby, all these things, right? So people, HDB, they always want to make sure that the houses remains relatively affordable so that people can buy, then people won't complain, so they won't lose vote lah. Okay, so this group of people, number one, young people, they want affordable housing. But however, there's also another group of people, retirees. They cannot afford to let the price drop so much. Meaning to say, if let's say today, the house that I buy, right, suddenly drop so much in value, then I want to sell and downgrade. I'm a retiree, then I will be badly affected also. Hello, Doris. Hello, Doris. Yeah. So facing between these two group of people, right, which one will you help? Right. Retirees will want the property price to remain at a good level so that at least they can cash out for their retirement. Young population, they want to come into the market. They also want to buy at a low price. So this is the problem. This is the dilemma that the policymakers will be facing. Right. Now, this is the chart, right, that I share with people. That is something that is very, very frightening. That I mean to me. You see, HDB average price per square foot, resale prices, flats built 2000 or later. 2000, that means less than 20 years old. You can see the prices are still holding on generally strong. You can see since the peak of 2013, like for example, I just used Toa Payoh, 2013. Wow, in fact, still increase. Toa Payoh, Queenstown. Wow, you see some of these young flat, newer flats, their pricing actually increase. This is talking about the index. Yeah, these few areas drop. You can see. Wow, 2013, 20. Wow, Choa Chu Kang, sian man. Jurong West. Wow, sian. Alright, you see peak of 2013, right? All these estate, all the HDB drop. These are all the 20-year-olds and below one. Hey, hello, Iris. Hello, hello. Right, so these are all the below 20 years old one. You can see the per square foot, average per square foot. These are all the estate that is showing that what kind of trend line they are operating on. Next thing, wow, you can see old flat. HDB average per square foot resale flats built before 2000. That means to say, right, HDB flat, right, more than 20 years old one. Deng, deng, deng. You come and see, I scroll down and let you see the chart. Oh my God. Wow, you see it's all drop one, all drop. Central also drop. Marine Parade drop. Bukit Timah drop. Queenstown drop. Bukit Merah drop. Suddenly the chart appear already. Central drop. Marine Parade drop. Queenstown drop. Bukit Merah drop. Wow, Bukit Timah increase. Old flat. Bishan considered drop. Kallang Whampoa drop. Clementi drop. Toa Payoh drop. Geylang drop. Ang Mo Kio drop. Hougang, Yishun, Sengkang, Woodland, Choa Chu Kang, Sembawang. You can see or not, the drop is very scary for old flat. This one is old flat. HDB average price per square foot resale, flats built before 2000. They take an average. You can see all the estate across board, all the old flats, the value drop. Right. So you can see at first glance, you will be able to tell that flats built before 2000 suffer a greater dip, right, after the 201 peak. Okay. So you can see very obviously, right, people want to buy newer flat. This is a fact. Confirm one. We always want to chase newer things. I always say this again and again. Guys want to buy brand new car, brand new watch, right? Girls want to buy brand new bags, brand new clothes. Standard one. Nobody want to buy old one. Right or not? So this thing is happening already. You can see old flats, their drop is more steep as compared to the newer flats, relatively newer flats. right? Only estate that didn't suffer, right, is Bukit Timah. Bukit Timah remarkable not only being the most expensive older flat, it didn't show a downward trend line. Furthermore, it is the fourth or fifth expensive town. Wow. Reason for Bukit Timah bullish performance likely because of opening line of downtown line. Okay, so the downtown line saved this estate in a way. Right, Bukit Timah, if you remember, downtown line opened in 2016-17 onwards. So you can see what's this thing happening. Another thing is that we look at the percentage of the gap. Price gap between newer and older flats in HDB resale. You can see the gap. Wow, the most 夸张 one, the most glaring one is Toa Payoh. Why? Because Toa Payoh, right, you have a lot of concentration of old and new flats. Toa Payoh is our first, if I'm not wrong, first HDB town in Singapore. You have very, very old flat and very, very new flat sitting all together. Okay? So I always like to show this thing to people. Hey, make a guess, make a guess. Make a guess today. What is the cheapest 4-room HDB you can find in Toa Payoh? I always like to ask people, what is the cheapest flat you can find in Toa Payoh? If you're watching, you join the fun, type. What is the cheapest 4-room flat you can find in Toa Payoh? Toa Payoh very central, right? 4-room flat, you make a guess. How cheap can you find? Cheapest one. Then a lot of people tell me, wow, Toa Payoh cheapest 4-room flat. 4-room should be 400,000, right? Quite central, leh. Toa Payoh is quite central, leh. How can the old flat be that bad? Should be people able to pay 400K there about, right? Nobody type. Okay, I 自问自答. Okay, I show you cheapest one, cheapest 4-room. Wow, 275,000. Scary or not? 82 square meter, quite big one. It's quite decent size. You see? All these cluster one, built in, their lease start from 1970s one. 300 plus. Okay lah, on average, maybe 280 to 320. Wow, Iris very 准, Iris. Of course, you stay there, so you know. Yeah, you see what's happening in the market. Old flat, they're suffering this kind of fate now. Right. I always show these people because they don't believe. Until the numbers I show them, then they say, wow, 4-room in Toa Payoh become so cheap. It's happening already. Right. But you can see I use the highest price. You can see the highest price. 4-room, highest price, 860,000. This one DBSS. Okay, we don't take DBSS. Not a fair comparison. This one, Model A, 79B, Toa Payoh Central, 808K. Okay lah, you say central lah. Okay, we find somewhere not central lah. Okay, we find somewhere not central. Lorong 2, 778K. The same price, you can buy 4 leh. Right or not? You can buy almost 4 leh. For the same price that you are paying, you can buy four of just now. What I show you. It's all happening within the same estate. Right. Another estate, the price gap is very different. So on Clementi. Wow, jialat. This one also the gap. The higher the percentage, the higher the gap. Okay, I'll show you Clementi. Clementi. New inquiry. 4-room in Clementi. Okay. Past 12 months. Okay, I'll show you. So Clementi also good estate, right? Cheapest 4-room flat, how much? Make a guess. Wow. 320,000. 340,000. The year of lease start from 1980s. Right. 300 plus thousand. You can buy already. Clementi. But of course, why this thing is happening, right? Because two main things, right? CPF restriction, loan restriction. The number of people buying, right, is very limited already, right? Compared to the same estate, most expensive one. Wow, 441B. I think you all know where this cluster is. This one just next to MRT. 441B, wow, 800,000. Same thing, same thing happening with the just now the Toa Payoh one. You buy one of this flat, right? You can buy four of just now what I showed you. Is it four? Three, three. So it's very glaring, the gap. The gap is very big, Ang Mo Kio. This one also Ang Mo Kio, another top estate. If you realize, right, it's all the estate that has a mixture of old and new. So that's why the gap is very big. HDB resale price. Can I show you again? Ang Mo Kio, show you Ang Mo Kio 4-room flat. Why I use 4-room flat, right? Because it's usually like the in midway in between midway. Because if I use 3-room, 3-room maybe a bit smaller. If I use 5-room EA, a bit big also. So I use 4-room as a midway, midway, median to show people. Okay. Same thing, Ang Mo Kio, cheapest one. I think also about 300 plus. Same thing, is it happening already? Ang Mo Kio, Avenue 3, Avenue 4, Avenue 10, Avenue 6, Avenue 10. Right, same thing, the lease commencement date, late 70s to early 80s. Remaining lease 50 plus years already. You see the prices over there? Scary, right? 300 plus already, 300 plus only. 280 to 320 lah. 4-room flat you can buy already. Ang Mo Kio. Then we look at the most expensive one. Wow, same thing, DBSS. Hey, how come Ang Mo Kio DBSS only 700 plus? I was expecting 800 plus. Ang Mo Kio quite central. Maybe the location not as good. Not so familiar. All the DBSS are same thing. DBSS. Oh, wait, this one got one model A. Wow, this guy record selling price 721 for a non-DBSS unit. Congratulations, Mr. Seller. If you're watching this, you are the record selling high over at Ang Mo Kio for the past 12 years. 308B, 28 floor, high floor lah, no wonder. Okay, 16th floor. Wow, this one also not bad. Wow, this one actually this one more power leh. This guy only at 16 to 18 floor managed to sell 715, only 6K lesser than the high floor one. High floor you sell high, I expected lah, but this one, wow, this one also not bad. This one also high floor. Wow, but this one high floor only sell 708. Wow. Same thing, this one not so much. This one is 2.5 lah, 2.5. For the same price of just now that cluster, right? 275 versus 750, 700K versus 300K, about 2.5 lah, about 2.5. Crazy, right? The pricing. Yeah. So why am I sharing all this? Is because number one, if let's say today you are a young couple, young family, buying your first HDB flat, some people they cannot wait, they cannot wait to stay in. They cannot wait for the BTO and all these things, right? They will want to go for resale HDB. I'm not saying that resale HDB is not good, but be very careful of what you're going into. If let's say you are buying into the old flat, make sure that you know and understand what you are getting into in terms of your CPF restriction as well as your loan restriction. And I'm not saying that buying old flat is not good. If you look at it another way, right? If you choose to rent for the 56 years, like for example, where's my calculator? Just a quick one. For example, the 4-room flat you need to rent is $2,000, right? $2,000 times 12. 24,000 times 56 years. 1.345 mil leh. Do you know what I'm saying or not? I share screen. Meaning to say the usage value, I don't know how to describe. If instead of buy, I go and rent 2,000 per month, right? Okay, old flat times 12. 1 year, 24,000. Correct? Then 56 years remaining, 56 years. 56 years equal 1.344 million. So in terms of the usage value, right? You are buying the house at how much? Just now we saw how much? 280K to 320K. But then some people always say, 哎呀，那你可能活到这样久, how can I live so long? But this is what I'm trying to say lah. If let's say, right, you don't buy old flat, you buy into it, you have 56 years remaining lease, instead of renting, right, it is still definitely better than you rent. Because if you go in rent, maybe 2,000 per month times 12 times 56 years, you need to pay 1.344 million, right? Assuming you are renting all the way lah, right? Compared to if you buy, okay? So this is what I meant. But then again, if you are planning to sell it off maybe 5 to 10 years down the road, then you need to be very careful not to touch flats that are more than 20 years. Because why? Because if you were to buy such houses, there may be a risk of exiting in the future, right? If you buy old flats, number one, the next batch of people buying over coming to see your house, right? They will ask you this question: hey, how much loan can I take? Hey, how much CPF can I use? Then they calculate. You will realize that a good majority of the young buyers, right, they are not able to consider to buy your flat if you choose to buy an old HDB flat, right? And next thing in the next scenario, right, you have to reduce price. If not, you cannot sell, right? So that is what's happening in the HDB market. A very big disparity, right, between the older flat and the newer flats, right? And of course, we all have already heard this many, many times. Minister Lawrence Wong will already come out and say, at the end of HDB 99-year lease, the value goes to zero. There will not be any so-called remaining value left in that house. Of course, if we use the Geylang landed houses, for example, some of the so-called lower income families or families who need help, the government is still helping them on a case-by-case basis. There is no monetary compensation. They are just helping them to find a replacement home. That's about it. Okay, so you need to be very discerning. If let's say you were to probably even thinking of like using HDB or your property to pass down to your next generation, right? You need to know what kind of property you are buying into, what kind of lease, what kind of asset you want to hold for your next generation. Okay, so today I just want to share until here lah. 10:35 already. Any questions, any comments you all have for me? Please feel free to drop inside the comment box. Right. Then if not, I try to keep things short and sweet lah. Short and sweet. Don't want to drag too much. A lot of parents watching my show so-called daily show not show lah. Daily chit chat session, talk session. So keep it short lah. Then after you all put your kids to bed, then you can watch me a while, talk out a while. Then after that, see already, sian already, see all the numbers, see all the charts already. Then you also can go to sleep lah. Then sometimes some people say, wow, you sometimes the facts you share, I make me cannot sleep cannot sleep, call me. I sleep quite late one. Yeah, I'm free to chit chat with you all further. Hey, hello Jinghui, hello. Hey, hello Marvin, hello. Yeah, anything you all want to ask me to chat, feel free to type in the comment. If not, I will wait. I will hang around for another 5 more minutes, then I will end the session already. Right. How's things? How's everyone? Opening up? Everything good? Hope everyone everyone make more money I always like to bless people make more money. Everybody make more money. Okay. Where's the article on 99 year lease value after I find for you wait Iris, I show you 99 year lease. 99 year lease become zero. HDB. This one Google you find can really very easy. Okay. Okay, I share screen now. Easily, if you go and read online, right, a lot really. Government solutions not perfect, but there's light at the end of tunnel. Okay. The issue of lease expiry in HDB remains a complex issue with no perfect solutions and many details to work out. So the situation now is that based on the latest one, the government introduced VERS, voluntary en bloc redevelopment. But the thing is, it will be based on that market value, and it can be only activated only, I think, how much? 30 years remaining. Meaning to say, if let's say you buy a 5-room flat, 500K, right? Maybe at the end of 20 years lease remaining, right? Maybe about 100K already. Then the government, you can do the verse of voluntary redevelopment. So, but then you will have to make sure that all your neighbors want to go for it lah, because the government cannot buy from you one person only ma, right? Left 100,000, don't know leh. Waiting for reservice. Hey, I heard this year's reservice no more already, I think. Hey. No more, the what, COVID. So, I don't know lah. Yeah, some of the HDB owners still waiting for en bloc. I think not likely lah. If you go and see all the verse location, right, you will see that it's only happening in more of the prime area. The latest one is the MacPherson one. The latest that got SIRS recently is the MacPherson one. 80多号 83, 84. MacPherson HDB, that cluster got SIRS recently. Right, you can see, wow, potential time bomb for home ownership. This one is by 99.co. Right, 82% of Singaporeans stay in HDB. Right, people will see their house more as a home. Then people assume that they will provide for their retirement, but they do not know that after 99-year lease, right, this thing will become zero. Right, Minister National Development Common 1 confirmed that at the end of 99-year lease, HDB will revert back to the landowner, which is the state. So over here is stated very clearly already. After you open your main door, everything outside belong to the government. State lah, HDB is state ma, right? Landowner. It means that the value of your HDB flat at the end of lease is zero. Confirmed already. Okay. Till date, no HDB development have reached the end of 99-year lease. The government has always intervened before this happens, right? Which is SIRS lah, right? But government has already said the government don't have, it's not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee thing that they will do SIRS for you. Okay. So the benefits of SIRS which is actually the replacement flat guarantee availability of a flat at a planned replacement site. That means you can only choose that particular site. Subsidized price for the replacement flat, not free. That means what I think is that they will take the remaining value of your current house, then they offset it in the next house that you're buying. Okay. Compensation equals to the market value of the residential flat. To our knowledge, this has included COV. So this is what you get for SIRS lah. Okay. So people always think that wow, can wait for SIRS, can wait for SIRS. But to be honest, too many HDB already. I think the government don't have the financial capacity, right, to do SIRS for everybody. This is my opinion. Okay, so if you don't want to believe me, also can. But my opinion is that if you are waiting for government to do SIRS for you, then you have to see where is your estate. If you're talking about estate that is not so central, I think very low chance that the government will do SIRS. I think chances are they will just wait for the remaining lease to run out. Right? Okay. To be blunt, we should worry. Main reason is no guarantee of SIRS happening, no guarantee of adequate compensation. Okay. So this article I will later on put up in the comment box. Then you can go and read. Okay. Anyway, it's very easy to find lah. You just type this 99-year lease becomes zero HDB. Then all the articles are already. Then you can have a read lah. Iris. So this apply to the old flat lah. So for HDB flat. But some people will say hey, condo also same thing Condo they were also hit by this decaying lease problem. But for private owners, usually I would say usually the private owners, they are more educated and savvy. So around the 30 years mark, right, they would want to go and do en bloc already. So that's why you can see a lot of en bloc happening, right, around the 30-year-old mark for condos. And that's where that they would do a refresh of their property price and all these things. Then they moved on to their next place already. Okay. Later on, I will share all these link right inside the comment box. Okay. Then you can go and read lah. Any other things you all want to ask me? If not, shall we call it a day? 10:45. All the young parents want to sleep already. My Facebook got some lag. I wait for you all to reply first. Hope everybody make more money, happy, healthy, okay? I always like to give you all blessing. Yeah. Then then all those people who can afford to buy property one, look for me because I give you blessing every day. If you come and watch, I give you blessing. Okay, nothing much then. Good night already, okay? Everybody happy and healthy. Stay positive. Good night, okay? Good night, bye-bye, bye-bye.